guys, hi, this is Vishali and welcome to Vlogmas. It's day 10th, it's the weekend, and while just having my snacks right now, I've thought that let's do a story time today where I talk about a story which I wanted to share, which happened this year with me, um, and was a bit frightening and scary. So, it is that a dog was about to come around and bite me. It was so fucking frightening. It was so fucking frightening. Oh my god. So it was a beautiful day. It was in a weekday only, somewhere around Tuesday or Wednesday. Oops, Tuesday or Wednesday, and I was like, yeah, it's morning. Let's go and have a run in the morning. And it was September. Okay, so it was not raining that day at all. It was like everything was, dry because September is mostly rainy season over here, but it was dry totally. And I was like, yeah, it seems to be like dry. Let's go out. The weather looks very cozy. I need to just run around and let's begin the day with some sort of adrenaline, like a zest. And I love doing that. And I was gonna go at my route, usual park to run, or this, the nearby ground. But I was like, let's hit the road because just recently our roads got upgraded. Like, we don't have no tar roads anymore. Okay, we don't have tar roads around my neighborhood anymore. We have cement roads made up now, and it took a while for them to uh, redo it, okay, and make it plain sort of surface. And I really loved it, although it is recommended to do runs on a clay surface or a mitti, like a sand or yeah, something which is sort of soft, which is not hard, otherwise the knees go out of the business. So so I still went and just went around and ran on the new road. um and while I did a few miles, I just can't go beyond 2 at all, like 2 kilometer. I can't go beyond that. So I just wrapped it. I was coming back home. I was also running back home, and I did not see that coming. I don't know where that dog came from. Two dogs were there, and I did not see those at all while I was moving through the road right in front of me. Like, my eyes, I don't have my earphones on. I don't listen to music at all, because when it's early, like, you would never know which, you just can't gauge the traffic. And it is very important as a woman to not get distracted, and always be alert. So I was like, yeah, and I was like coming back home, as I mentioned, and this two dogs came behind me barking, and I was so scared. Oh my god. And I stood my ground. I did not kept running. Okay, I stood my ground. I saw both of them in their eyes. I was like hard. I was like yelling at them. Nobody else was there in the lane at all. I did something wrong. I would have taken a main road, but I came through a lane which did not have any happening things happening, because like it was early in the morning. And those two dogs came by. I yelled at them. They yelled at me. I was like, I was standing my ground. I stood the ground with all the daring I can, muster up during that time. And they went. They did not come through. They did not inch closer. They did not fortunately bite me at all. And I escaped from there, and I was so thankful to God that they did not came over on me and did any harm to me. I was fucking scared what would have gone wrong. Terrible. I came home. Yeah, I came back. I sat on my couch and I was like just scanning all the surface, like nothing was not, naked or no wounds. Like I was so panicked. Like I was like, I need to make sense of this moment which just happened. So I spoke with my father, I spoke with my mother, and I was like, while I was like right there on the spot, while killing at dogs and all of that scene was happening, I also broke the chain of my sweatshirt and it got hit over here on my nail pad right at the bottom. Okay, I just pulled it because I was like, I need to like pull it and maybe use it to just stir them away. But in that moment, but I just got pricked a bit on the nail bed here, and I came back home. I was like, uh, while I was yelling back at the dog, and I was standing my ground, and I was just trying to pray God to God that please don't let them do anything to me. I also got pricked here, and I just wanted to make sense that the dog bite or the dog scratch doesn't look like that. So I was so here and there in my head, and I was so panicked. Like I wanted to talk things through, and I just wanted to make sense what happened. So I just needed this chatting happening, like this discussion about to just frame everything. I really need that. I would just want to talk if anything happen, if any screw up is happening, if any messy situation is taking place. I really need to talk things through, like like just get it out there. Depends on the situation for sure, but either it gets on the paper or I need person to talk to. So I did that, and then I was calmed down finally, and I was like, I just made a terrible mistake to hit the road and do my routine. But I was like, I am not going there anymore because you see, there are lots of people who get bitten by the dogs, and they don't have care, or maybe the luck is not on their side, and then they some often a lot of people need to take a lot of injections and all of that. So that is a long process, and of course there are solutions out there if anybody needs it. Like so it's available there, like of course there is. But like in the first place, the stray dogs are crazy assholes, and we need to know that. And then I just skim through the available emails of the corporation of my city, and I saw, or how can I complain about this fact. And I was like, I need to write email, I need to also complain this whatever is available. And I did that. They called me back, and I don't know if they did anything, because I see puppies and few other dogs also in my neighborhood. And I was like, dude, I need to keep my neighborhood safe, I need to keep my people safe, I need to keep myself safe. So I was like, I called him, I was like, just pick all the dogs up, I don't want to see any of them here at all, I hate them now. Like I love dogs, I have their pictures on my walls and my book everywhere, okay. But the stray dogs are crazy. Like a girl just needs to have some me time, and like I can't walk things through if there are crazy, stupid ass, men on roads here and there early in the morning. I can't do that. Like there are lots of men out there, right? Like sometimes on some corners, like if you're going early as a woman, there are men like out there who are, in logistics business, they're drivers, or somehow, in different occupation. They are standing on the crossroads or corners, so we notice them. So and they don't do anything as of now, like whatever I've seen so far. But we can, like, like we can be, dealing with that, and we can, take some precautions, carry paper spray and all of that. But now, why we would deal with stray dogs as well? They are so dangerous. They just come up, they're unleashed. And I was like, oh, okay, I just need to get rid of them. And yeah, so there is that. And that was something which got seen this year in September, and I was like, I was just shaking and trembling. And I hope that if anybody who had a similar experience, kindly do share. If you are someone who even is just walking in the noon, or at any time, this unleashed dogs could come around, and just be cautious of it, of the fact, and try to avoid going through the lanes, and maybe go with the main road if you have any, just extra precautions. And yeah, that's the story for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the thing I freaked about the most this year. And yeah, I don't know how one can be getting rid of stray dogs in India, because they are everywhere, like cows, dogs, you name it, cats, everything. But cats don't do all of this stuff, right? They don't come behind barking and do like, you know just frighten everyone. So this is dog stuff happening. So yeah, that's what happened, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And yeah, have a good week ahead, which is Monday tomorrow. See you. Bye.